Good day everyone, I'm Pamela Andrea O. Dumenden from Technical Drafting Club 1 Group B. Together with me are my group mates, Ms. Yasha Desiree Aldunyor, Ms. Giselle May Herbas, and Mr. Jason Sanchez. And we're here to present to you our PowerPoint presentation for our research in practical research entitled Development of Recycled Tiles for Plastic Waste. So our topic is about recycled tiles. So our recycled tiles has three parts. This is the fabricated recycled tiles, plastic wrappers, and the metal support. On the background of the study, according to Hindustan Times 2018, the study stated that plastic waste is such a big problem for our country. We have made so many rules and regulations for it. You see that in animals, especially in cows, there is so much plastic found in their stomach that causes them a lot of distress, he said. Because plastics have only been mass-produced for around 60 years, their longevity in the environment is known with certainty. Most types of plastics are not biodegradable, Andrade 1994, and are in fact extremely durable, and therefore the majority of polymers manufactured today will persist for at least decades, and probably for centuries if not millennia. Even degradable plastics may persist for a considerable time depending on local environmental factors, as rates of degradation depend on physical factors such as levels of ultraviolet light exposure, oxygen and temperature, Swift and Wiles 2004. Furthermore, according to Plastical Mag 2016, the study stated that the advantage of recycled plastic tiles are very resistant to bad weather and climate variations, as they are not porous and are 100% watertight. The risk of cracks due to severe changes in temperature is minimized, and the tile's lifetime is extended. In addition, their color and appearance remain unchanged for many years. This citation explains the huge problem and struggles in plastic waste and why the recycled tiles will be an effective product to lessen or reduce the problem on plastic waste. Next slide is identified gaps. The existing product, which is the recycled tiles, is a fabricated product that is also economical, safe, durable, with quality, affordable, appropriate. But the existing tiles features is only focused on ceramic tile, not a recycled tile like this. The fabricated tiles is only focused for society and environment. The next one is the input, process, and output. The input of this study will be the fabricated recycled tiles. The process will be fabrication process. And lastly, the output will be the economical, safe, with quality, affordable, and appropriate, that is an effective alternative tiles for ceramic. And the next one is the conceptual framework of the conceptual model of the study. In the first box, it accommodates the knowledge requirements needed, is rules and safety in the installation, joints in the tile installation, surface installation, and recycled tile installation, while the hardware requirements are separated into two parts, which are the machine, tools, and equipments needed, hardware, tools, and concrete materials, and the other one is supplies and material needed for the recycled tiles, which is plywood, plastic wrappers, kilograms of cement, bucket of sand, tap water, and steel bar. Then, the next includes the design, fabrication, and also the testing and improvement. Lastly, the remaining two boxes have the production and the evaluation portion of the study.
Objectives of the study. The main purpose of this study is to develop the recycled tiles for plastic waste To deal and fight plastic pollution, in order to achieve the main objective, the following specific objectives are aimed to: 1. Design a recycled plastic tile that provides the following features. A. It has a different tile color or of recycled plastic materials. B. It has a different concept design. C. It's not easily broke or damaged because it is a plastic recyclable materials. 2. Create a recycled plastic tiles fabricated to promote the recycled products. Also justify and address the problem in plastic waste. 3. Test the efficacy of the products and its features. 4. Evaluate the recycled tiles in terms of the following: A. Safety. B. Durability. C. Quality. D. Affordability. E. Appropriateness. F. Economical.
Significance of the study. This study is pursued to serve its purpose to evaluate the development of recycled tiles for plastic waste management. This work will be a great contribution to the field of education, particularly to the following: to our nation, for the people to be more aware of problems in regards with plastic pollution, making them understand and be educated about the importance of promoting recycled products to overcome plastic pollution. And by that, they would be a part of the solution and a nation that leads to promote reducing and lessening plastic materials. To educational institutions, it will serve as an information in promoting recycled products to fight and deal with the problem of plastic pollution. Also, giving them another insight in developing or making this invention possible to help the society to manage proper management of plastic waste and observe cleanliness. To the student, they can get learnings on how to deal with plastic pollution. This will help them to gain additional information that they can use for their study. Also, for the upcoming students to be aware of plastic pollution. To the teacher, this will help them to educate and evaluate their students about how to deal and manage the problem of plastic pollution. And to the future researcher, this will help them to gather an idea or information about the importance of having this kind of invention and the importance of proper waste management to fight plastic pollution. Also, for them to create and conduct another kind of prototype that will be useful for many people, especially society.
So we move off about our scope and limitations. The study aims to develop and evaluate recycled tiles for plastic waste. This will promote recycled products as an alternative and effective way of dealing and to overcome the problem of plastic pollution. Also, to address this huge problem and struggles in terms of plastic waste, the researchers conducted this study to the alarming and long-term problem of plastic waste and materials which results in such pollution. As a primary method of data gathering from the respondents, the researchers will use a survey. The selected tile setter expert and the carpenter expert would rate the actual prototype of product based on its: first is safety, durability, quality, affordability, and appropriateness, also the economical or eco-friendly. The researchers will use this descriptive research design to describe the product that is recycled tiles. Also, the researchers will use the purposive sampling method to get the size of the population and the maximum total number of respondents that the researchers will use in their study. Also, the researchers will gather enough information from tile setter and carpenter as a method of data gathering. The respondents that researchers will use would limit the study to 50 respondents of tile setter expert and carpentry expert.
Review of related literature. The related literature and studies reviewed help in the conceptualization and elaboration of the present study about the problem in plastic waste. The researchers synthesized such various papers and studies concerning the study to support its foundation in discussions. Current situation of plastic waste. According to Aboyera 2020, a report by the Environmental Protection Agency has shown that out of several tons of plastic wastes generated annually, only 7% is recycled, about 8% incinerated, and the remaining are landfilled. However, the high cost and energy associated with the landfilling process have resulted in these wastes being deposited in water bodies. In addition, the low biodegradability of plastic poses a huge limitation on its recyclability and disposal into the environment. Therefore, the findings, applications where plastic wastes are useful will offer a sustainability way to its management. In addition, reuse and recycling of plastic waste have been found to be more effective when compared to landfilling and incineration. Rappler 2020 stated that, according to Jacob Dewar of the Alliance to End Plastic Waste in Thailand, plastic waste has increased from 1,500 tons to 6,300 tons per day, caused by food deliveries at home. The fight against the virus has compromised the battle against plastics. Many groups are concerned that the COVID waste will stall the hard-earned gain of the plastic movement worldwide. It does not help that the Philippines is struggling to manage its growing waste and plastic crisis. Additional to that, a 2016 report carried out by German consultancy from GVM at the municipal level, only 15% of waste is properly disposed of, while only 5% of waste is recycled. Most local government units or LGUs have not yet institutionalized recycling practices at the ground level. Furthermore, EcoBusiness 2020 added, after China and Indonesia, the Philippines ranks as the world's third biggest polluter with 2.7 million metric tons of plastic waste generated per year. Although the Philippines has a high garbage collection rate among Southeast Asian countries, rubbish is not properly disposed of. According to 2018 study of 10 waste management practices in the region, Lau said 70% of the Filipino population has no access to disposal facilities and sanitary landfills, causing waste to leak into the oceans and rivers. While the Philippines enacted a solid waste management law nearly 20 years ago to convert all open dump sites into sanitary landfills, government data shows that there are still 403 open dump sites and 108 controlled dump sites in the country.
Safeness of recycled tiles. According to Mother Earth News 2021, like other tile products, recycled content tile will outlast most, if not all, other types of flooring. Tile resists scratching and is fire resistant. And because it's so durable, you will save money over the long haul by not having to replace it. Consider installing a neutral color that will become dated. Added to that, tile is easily to clean and, if glazed, won't absorb liquids or tile doesn't harbor potentially harmful mold spores, pollen, dust, or dust mites. Unlike vinyl, linoleum, and many other flooring products, including some green options. Tile doesn't contain toxic chemicals and won't give off fumes, a process known as outgassing. However, the use of recycled materials reduces waste shift to landfills and cuts down on mining of clay and other minerals needed to conventional tile. Recycling also reduces energy use because making a product from waste material typically requires less energy than fabricating one from raw materials. This in turn helps slash fuel in manufacturing and reduce environmental pollution.
Advantages of recycled tiles. According to Challenge DK, if interested, all products can be made on-site by using local plastic waste, which many companies and communities pay to get rid of today. If a plastic tile is introduced to a bathroom, you will be able to recycle 100% of the tiles because it can all be taken down and remodeled into new tiles or other products, and this can also to be done on site.
So from the disadvantage of recycled tiles, according to Sciencing, plastic is both widely used and highly recycled. Many forms of plastic water bottles, shopping bags, and food containers, among others, are suitable for recycling. Plastic recycling helps keep disposable products out of landfills, where they would take hundreds of years to decompose naturally. However, unlike other materials like glass and metal, recycled plastic aren't able to continually serve the same purpose after recycling.
Project design. The developing product, that is recycled tiles, was designed to minimize the huge problem of plastic waste or materials and to promote cleanliness. It is developed to assist the society to control the number of plastic waste, which cause some various problems in people, especially in environment. The design will solve the problem in plastic waste and plastic pollution that has been experienced for a very long time up to this moment. It will be more safe and convenient for humans and animals and also nature. Recycled tiles is a piece of fabricated that aims to solve the huge problem in plastic waste and will give such benefit for the society to prevent the upsurge of plastic pollution. Also to promote and observe cleanliness. Also, this can be an alternative flooring for a residential house, building, or any infrastructure. Most of that, this product is more economic friendly and convenient compared to ceramic tiles. Let's go to the next slide, which is the profile view of fabricated recycled tiles. So the materials that was used are 30 by 30 centimeters of fabricated tiles. Second is 2 plastic bag of plastic wrappers cut into small pieces. These plastic wrappers that was cut into small pieces will be mixed with the cement mixture. The third materials is 2 kilograms of cement, 1 pail or bucket of sand, and 1 dipper of tap water for the cement mixture. The second one is the profile view of metal support, which is very important for our fabricated recycled tiles. The materials needed are 1 piece of 9 mm iron steel bar and 1 kilogram of tie wire. This will be the metal support at the middle part of the fabricated tiles.
Flowchart of the study. This figure indicates the process of the research. Using the given illustration above, it shows the planning procedures, operational, and development of the product, testing the effectiveness, and also the assessment of the fabricated product.
Treatment of data. In line with this, after the gathering the data and information needed for this study, then transform it into a tabular form after the evaluation. the mean scores for each standard, while the grand mean shall originated from the mean scores of every standard. Also, the standard deviation will be used for the quantity of the total variation. With this regard, numeric ratings with adjectival equivalent will be also originated, where x, the average mean, and the final value of standard for evaluation, st, the standard deviation. Evaluation procedure. To be able to properly evaluate the acceptability of the product, the researchers will use such survey instrument with the implication of the standard format to conduct the actual product approved by experts. The product will be evaluated by the following criteria named safety, durability, quality, appropriateness, affordability, and economical, each having a set of 3 statements on a scale of 1 to 5, where the 5 is the highest while 1 is the lowest. The result of the survey will be tabulated and the mean will support the rate of the product. A sum of 50 individuals shall counsel the evaluation of the product, consisting 25 tile setter experts and 25 carpentry experts. These individuals were the chosen respondents by researchers to evaluate the product based on their knowledge, expertise, and understanding of the product.
Operational procedure. Recycled tiles is a fabric recycled tiles that is capable to give such indicators to serve for society. These fabricated products aims to reach safety, durability, quality, affordability, appropriateness, and economical services with cleanliness and nature-saving purposes. To be able to properly use the innovative fabricated tiles, the following steps listed below are the steps for operating the recycled tiles. In order to use the function of fabricated recycled tiles, number 1, carefully handle the fabricated recycled tiles by 2 hands. Number 2, put the fabricated recycled tiles to a flat surface. Number 3, reverse or flip the fabricated recycled tiles to locate its rough portion. Number 4, and then apply some adhesive cement equally over the rough portion of the tiles. Number 5, after that, turn the fabricated recycled tiles into its original position and fix it on the floor carefully by slightly hitting it with the use of small mallet to assure it was fixed. Testing procedure. Performance testing will be tested by 5 setter experts. In the testing, the selected respondents will check the actual product using the following criteria: safety, durability, quality, affordability, appropriateness, economical of the fabricated recycled tiles, to be able to know if something needs to be improved. The performance testing result shall be discussed and shown in the next chapter of this study. In addition to that, the results of the test will be used as an evidence or proof before the product is evaluated and examined by the panel of experts. The testing for each safety shall test the well-being and economic friendly status of the fabricated on each trial, while the durability, quality of performance or strength in the quality, appearance of the recycled tiles through visual examination, and also the product through evaluation and visual analysis. The results are to be labeled with a symbol for confidentiality, where orange square for very satisfactory, which equivalent to a numeric rating of 3.0, and orange circle for satisfactory and equivalent to a numeric rating of 2.0. And also, orange triangle stands for needs such improvement, which equivalent to a numeric rating of 1.0. The results of this performance testing shall be discussed and shown in the next chapter of the study. Additional to that, the results of the test conducted will serve as an evidence before the product is evaluated by the panel of experts.
Table 2 Likert scale for testing. Also, the Likert scale will be used to measure the overall or total quality of the fabricated recycled tiles in terms of appearance is given below. So, we have table here for Likert scale for testing, and it has numeric rating for the first column. Second column is adjectival rating, and the third column is the symbol rating. At the numeric rating, we have 1 to 1.50, 1.51 to 2.50, and 2.51 to 3. And the 1 to 1.51 for adjectival rating means needs improvement, which symbolize for triangle or orange triangle. And for 1.51 to 2.50, we have an adjectival rating of satisfactory, which symbolizes a circle or orange circle. And the last one is 2.51 to 3, which has a adjectival rating of very satisfactory, which symbolizes the square or orange square. Again, that's our presentation. Thank you for watching and listening. We are Group B from Technical Drafting 12-1.